Wait a minute, the show is not going to take the usual turn today as we have a special episode of your favorite program, Nigerian Movies Today. On the show today, we're going to be taking you through 2016's best moment on your favorite show. I am Adeteke Akimpelu. Let's take you on our wheels to the movie of the week.
On our movie of the week is Crystal, a movie produced by Feintola Olulana and directed by Desmond Elliot. Crystal centers its storyline on a gifted young lady full of life and very successful. Crystal suddenly finds herself in a dark conspiracy, a twist in her life, leaving her with just two options: to survive or to die.
I take you home?
Get eye for Crystal.
Once I see hidden talent somewhere, I bring them into limelight.
Quit forcing, okay? And let me do my job.
That is your person.
Who?
And I'll deal with her. What are you going to do to them?
Mayor tells me you have something for me.
You brought me here for all this.
No. I brought you here so you can see London Bridge.
The movie casts Desmond Elliot, Feintola Olulana, Femi Jacobs, Dorothy Ohiani, Jimmy Odukoya, Arinze Okunku, and others.
What a great way to end 2016. As I said earlier, we're going to be taking you through memory lane, showing you some of 2016's best moments for us. And it's going to be a mixed grill of the wonderful guests that came through in 2016. Enjoy.
On our exclusive guest corner this week, we present to you a review of some of our studio guests in 2016. Enjoy some of the moments that made the year memorable as we say thank you for being our esteemed viewers through 2016. Believing 2017 will be super.
Okay, joining me is Nino Lowo Bolanle. Now, there's something about your name that fascinates me.
Yeah.
Of course, you know what Nino Lowo means. Like,
Right, I do.
We got to spend the dough. So you're here with all the Benjamins, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess so.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Thanks for being a part of the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, when did you get into this at all?
Well, it's been quite a journey for me, trying to get into Nollywood. But I will say I came in fully January of 2015.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you're fresh bee. You are new to this then.
I guess so.
It was some on and off for you before last year?
Yeah, my first film was Rebirth in 2010.
That was your film?
That was my film.
Oh, okay. How did it do, Rebirth?
Well, not so great, but I guess it opened the doors for me. It was an experience, Without that, I wouldn't be here today.
Oh, great.
Well, I used to hear, even before I was able to penetrate the industry, that there were a lot of cabans and cliques and, people you have to know and people you have to get through. And, for me, my story is totally peculiar because I put God to the test. And I can't lie about that, As uninteresting as it could be compared to other people's story, this is me. This is my story. I put God to the test and said, if you are God, I need Desmond Elliot. I need to see him.
And
I prayed with his name. 7 days I meet Desmond. I put Genevieve's name in my prayers. I meet her and I work with her.
Wow.
If you were the next person, all I have to do is pray over your name and I'll get you. And I'm relentless
You know what,
in my
everybody
efforts.
start praying about people's name. You first start with Nino Lowo Bolanle. Pray about his name. You meet him. Beautiful Beverly Naya. How you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for being a part of this.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, great. So you started out when?
I moved to Nigeria officially in 2011. Prior to that, I came back. I was in uni, so I graduated around that time. And prior to that, I was, coming back to Nigeria, just like maybe for Christmas, maybe during the summertime, just to shoot one project and then rush back to go back to school and stuff. So, but officially since about 2011.
Okay, so, since 2011, how has it been for you? I know you said you've been coming and going before then, so you must have made network of people that made it easy for you to now get fully into the industry. So was it that easy for you when you got back, or you had to start from square
No,
zero?
definitely. I mean, I wouldn't say it was easy at all. I think what made it a bit easier was the fact that I kind of was, I was coming back whilst in uni. So that made it easier because by the time I decided to move back, I already knew some directors, I knew some producers and stuff like that, and I knew some actors who were willing to help move me in the right direction. So, yeah.
She is one of the best when it comes to the trade of acting in the Nigerian movie industry. Please join me in welcoming. And yes, let me add to it that she is more beautiful in person than we get to see on camera or in screen. Join me in welcoming Bookie Wright. Wonderful to meet you, Ma.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
I am so happy to see you. I am so happy to see you. I love your movies. I love Omotara Johnson. I love Shawari Day. Yeah, and for you that do not understand Yoruba, so sorry, but there's this part I really need to say. Can you remember that part that someone said, Tinu Alawe Bodeo, and you're like, Mankele Dakuba, like, I love that. I love that movie. So good, so good. And Omotara Johnson was wonderful. A lot of your movies have been incredible. Kudos to you, kudos to you.
Thank you
So,
very much.
but then I really don't get to see you in movies like I used to back then. What happened? You decided to take a pause, or you're going slow?
Well, as with every industry, you get to a certain level that you feel you need to move with time, and I would always say that I only appear in very few good movies.
Oh, yeah?
And good movies don't come all the time.
Sure, I
So
agree.
for you to see Bookie Wright, you always have to look for those good movies.
So let me ask both of you this. Amist, he just painted a picture, and I can imagine, how were you able to hold up and say, you know what, this is a project, and let's just give it our all, interpret our roles properly, so that not just us is going to be able to see this, but the whole world when we eventually put this project together, so everybody can be able to feel what we're feeling. How was it for you? Now this is to both of you.
Okay, you want to go first?
Let me go first. Well, for me, because of the character I played, Boname, who happened to be his grandson.
Yeah.
So I had to blend with the community. So I had to let myself go. I had to, meet people outside where we were, outside where we stayed, outside the hotel. So usually I'll just go out the compound to the road to buy something. I mingle with each and every person, and they were just wonderful people. Okay, they are totally wonderful people. So for me, it was wonderful because he'll be like, let's go swim in the river. I'm like, okay. Hold on, the river, I'm scared of it. Yeah, I'm like, okay, hold on, the river. Let's just go somewhere else and just chill. Let's just look around. Okay, like, okay, let's go. The next day, he said the same thing. Like, do you want to swim? I'm like, okay, let me just stay around the river and just look around. It was a wonderful experience.
Did you end up swimming in the river?
No,
you did.
No,
Actually, talking about the river, living in a place like Lagos and some of the places in Nigeria precisely, there are a lot of things you cannot imagine.
True.
There are a lot of things you can't imagine, just like Daddy said, right? He did something in 1981. Something. We read and hear stories about militancy and how devastated the Niger Delta is, but it's not something you can comprehend. It's not something you can imagine until we went there, until I went there. When I landed, driving from Port Harcourt Airport to Oloibri, the driver that drove me kept saying, that's this guy's house, but they don't even have a good road. Do you understand? Now, I played the character See No Evil in the film as a militant. Just stepping into Oloibiri, I became a militant.
I can still see it in you. You need to calm down, right?
I wish I can, because as I'm telling you now, I can still recall every experience. I can see the entire picture. No water. We talk about swimming in the river. You do not want to imagine this river. Have you ever had Lipton tea with plenty cream in it before? That's how it is. Now, in this same river, sorry, I'm going to say it this way, that's where they poo-poo. In this same river, a part of this river, they go there to scoop water to cook. In this same river, let's say this happens here and this other one happens here.
True.
Unfortunately, actually, you exacerbate the problem because you have a cloud all over your face. You have darkness. You cannot think straight. You are full of hate. No. We must sit down and talk with one another.
And talk. And when we have talked, we talk again.
And that's what the movie is all about.
Power of dialogue.
That's just what the movie is all about.
I hate that I've not seen this movie. Right?
Sincerely, you need to see the
I
film.
will see it.
We are excited. We are excited.
No, I say to people that sometimes camera does not do justice. So I tell them that I am finer than I appear right now, and she is way finer than she appears. Good to have you here, Ma.
Thank you.
Oh wow, it's been a long time in Nollywood. And it's like a baby, you've watched it grow.
Yes.
How proud are you?
I'm so very proud of myself, and I'm so proud of choosing this career. Yeah. Well, when I was starting, I felt it was just a child's play. Normally when you're in school and you're on vacation, you want to just do something. So my uncle was like, okay, come and do something for us. I said, I'm not doing. And he said, please do. And I did. I felt it was just a child's play, just come and roll, shoot and go. But when after school, I was still searching for a job. I didn't get any. And I said, okay, let me do this. And I started.
Wow.
And I saw it was a career for me.
Wow.
This is what I want to do. This is where I want to make money from. So I started. So for me now, I think it's my career, and there's no going back about it.
Like I used to tell people that NTA as a station is the station that made me what I am today. I was given a study leave with pay, one, and if you are able to work with NTA, you are a lucky person because they make a useful person out of you, even when you were useless. Nothing is NTA will use you if you are able to. If you go through NTA and NTA goes through you, you will not suffer in life. You will know what to do next. If there's any calamity, there's always an escape route. NTA, I love my couple, I beg. NTA is a very good station. To me, it has been a very good station. Point at one of my films that when I act them, it doesn't have a meaning. Look at this recent movie, you have not seen it. It's going to be shown in Israel and Germany. Let's take the last but one that people now cry for. I've been on, what is the name of this? Blessings, this lady in Aja, Otumba, Leki's wife. So what are we talking about? Put yourself into it, be it. Convince them, confuse them. That is acting. And people say, so you fine, bye. So that is when you have been able to convince them. When you know what you want. If you want to go into that into Nollywood or Hollywood because of self-aggrandizement, and it goes to say that you are not prepared yet. Going into acting, going into any sphere of arts, you need commitment. Don't go there because of a particular reason. Go there because of your interest for that job. It is the job now that will advertise you. Don't go there to impress anybody. Look, I am Yemi Adeyemi, and I will continue to be Yemi Adeyemi. Abasua for himself.
I'm sure you enjoyed every bit of that. I sure did have fun myself. And you can imagine the amount of fun I had actually having to sit with these people, talk to them one-on-one. There's always something to learn each time they come to the studio. And so you see that there's a whole lot to look forward to in 2017. Next on our show's lineup, yes, it is time to assess Nollywood in the last 12 months. Now I know people keep talking about the evolution going on in Nollywood. Well, let's streamline it to the last 12 months. We're going to be looking at top movies that came out in 2016. And honestly, if you've not seen any of those movies, it's not too late. You can actually, let me recommend some for you. The Wedding Party, you really need to see The Wedding Party. Oloibiri is really interesting. 76 Days, A Trip to Jamaica. What are you doing? You've not seen any of those movies? Not too late to go out there. go watch some of them. And also, we're going to be talking about new faces that we saw in Nollywood in 2016. It was great to see some of the old faces and really exciting to see new ones. A lot of people have been talking about how they want to be a part of Nollywood. Well, you can learn from these new faces we're seeing in 2016. And as well, we're going to be looking at what the Minister of Information had to say about this creative industry in 2016. Don't miss any of this.
Definitely, it is stating the obvious to say that the Nollywood industry has grown in leaps and bounds. Look the new faces in the industry that brightened your television screens in 2016.
Hi.
As we bid 2016 farewell and welcome 2017 with great expectations, here are the not to be quickly forgotten events that helped to shape the outgoing year in the Nigerian motion pictures industry. The year 2016 witnessed box office movie premieres such as A Trip to Jamaica, 93 Days, 76, The Wedding Party, and many others.
My name is Arinze Ogweze, not Hill King.
But that is the direct translation from Igbo. Ogweze, Hill King.
You dey owe me 1,000 naira since. You no wan pay me. You dey tell me say you go pay me for today on. Something they do you? Why you go give me? Arinze!
The year also witnessed a lot of Nollywood and Hollywood collaborations, some of which include Bloodline, The CEO, Oloibiri, and a host of others.
You yourselves will withdraw once you realize that you are not up to the task. Seems we have a loser.
2016, an amazing year in the movie world. An impressive year that witnessed unfinished movies of 2015. And 2017 can only get better as Nollywood is going all the way to attest to this. Here are some top movies that made the Nollywood industry a success story in 2016. The CEO, A Trip to Jamaica, The Wedding Party, Just Not Married, 76, Oloibiri, Wives on Strike, Ghana Must Go, A Soldier's Story, Three Wise Men, Giddy Blues, Surulere, Okafor's Law, and many others.
I don't tell you say I be thief, I no be robber.
Okay, thief, robber, please, what's the difference?
Oh, you think this is the job?
Please, please. I'm sure my boss didn't mean anyhow.
The boss didn't mean anyhow. Like I said, I'm not a member of their family.
Some TV series in 2016 also include Jennifer's Diary, Professor John Bull, Hush, Dowry, Oasis, and many others.
What's your name, my dear?
Her name is Jabel.
Chantel. I love taking my selfies.
I have 2 selfies too. I'll give you one and I'll make use of one.
Are you serious?
So why don't you hop into my car and go to my hotel room and
Identifying the Nigerian creative industry as a major player in the Nigerian economy, the Minister of Information and Culture made 2016 a notable year as he repeatedly stressed the need to reposition the Nigerian creative industry.
The industry has that huge potential, but we're talking about infrastructure. Infrastructure in terms of legal framework. We're talking about in terms of access to finance. We're talking about infrastructure in terms of regulation and in terms of helping to preserve the copyright and intellectual property.
How complete can the show be if we do not take you through the buzzing and sizzling event of 2016 on our Moment and Event?
Recently in Lagos at the Eco Hotel and Suites, beauty was at its best as dignitaries from all walks of life graced the 2016 edition of Miss Nigeria Beauty Pageant. Marking its 40th edition, this formally unveiled the Miss Nigeria's Green Girl project. With 36 contestants drawn from 36 states and the federal capital, Abuja, the girls were judged on punctuality, etiquette, daily tasks, and the Green Girl Challenge. The Director General of Nigerian Television Authority, Malam Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, was ably represented by the Nigerian Television Authority Lagos Network Center's Zonal Director, Mr. Chidi Uluka.
If you empower a woman, you are empowering a nation. And for you to do things like this, it means that you are trying to make sure that your nation is solid. Because anything that women come into, you find out that they are very strong and very solid. And a pageant like this, where we celebrate and explore the beauty, the culture, and the intellect of our people. And you can see the number of people who are here. People are excited, people are happy, because we are showcasing the real African culture.
At the end, Miss Anambra State, Chioma Obiadi, emerged the 40th Miss Nigeria.
From the auditioning to the camp to the finale. It's been great, and I would encourage people to continue to come for Miss Nigeria beauty pageant because I've learned a lot from it.
It is wonderful, and I think the new Miss Nigeria deserves it.
They're all brilliant and intelligent. It's not just beauty. I'm happy with them that the girls are fantastic ladies.
We look for intelligence. That is really coined it. But to bring them out, we look for beauty, for poise and confidence. Confidence was very high.
The Miss Nigeria Beauty Pageant's Green Life Project is a community development initiative to empower young women to become facilitators of sustainable practices and to ensure a clean and peaceful environment. As an event celebrated worldwide with various activities, this year's Christmas with the Stars was no exception. As the norm, the 2016 edition, written and produced by Ronke Apampa, was a gathering of stars and their best to celebrate Christmas together.
Still ring it.
Let's ring it out. Let's ring it out. Let's ring it out.
How do you get 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock. I will just pray for you quickly. Because I got luck and you in the spirit. More money. Merry Christmas. Christmas. This is a season of celebration. That's his name. Season. But
the lawyer went to read for my papa and just dash. So after I don't finish practice like 3 years, he don't die that time. So I come carry and give your wife saying, your wig and car, you look at, yeah, what would be that thing and something. So I just let go my Facebook.
yeah, broadcasting. Now from broadcasting, you're not just a broadcaster, you are a wonderful.
You are beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Coming from here, that was good. Because I don't have a mirror at home, so when you say that, I don't know. Thank you for that.
Some of those in attendance include Stephanie Linus, Juliet Ibrahim, and many others.
It's time to celebrate and be happy and, all kinds of good feelings and good vibes.
Christmas is sharing, Christmas is loving, Christmas is spending time with loved ones and family.
It was a fun-filled time together. As 2017 unfolds in style, top celebrities, stars and dignitaries speak on their New Year resolution come 2017.
I want to shun everything ostentatious, everything that is not that's cosmetic, that is not of added value to me.
I want to get like ×3 of whatever that I have this year. I want to be better. I want to help more hands. I want to raise more hands up. And I pray that God makes it worthwhile for me. God makes all my wishes come true.
I think the first one is to be on time as much as I can, because I am so last minute and I'm always late. And then to always sleep at night, because I sleep in the mornings, I don't sleep at night. Throughout the night I'll be awake like a winch. Then in the morning, that's when I want to sleep. Then of course everyone is calling. I'm like, oh, I'm not a morning person. I must abide by being a morning person.
I just want to be a better person, that's all.
And so we've come to the end of another exciting episode of your favorite program, Nigerian Movies Today. A great way to start the year, right? We're launching into 2017. And from the crew of Nigerian Movies Today, we want to say a happy new year to everyone. And we also want to say thank you for always keeping tab on the show. Thanks so much for all the comments, the feedbacks, and thanks to our guests who always made it really important to be a part of the show. It is great to have all of you here, and we are looking forward to a prosperous 2017. I am Adeteke Akimpelu. Bye.